One sec, guys. I forgot to add the camera sources to my 720p output. Give me a sec. Um, let's see. Logitech capture. There we go. I just gotta bring that downwards. All right. Hello, people. I'm at Page. Ace, I will be downloading that VOD in the background while the stream is going. In the meantime, today, we are going to explore my Xbox some more because I transferred some games out, put some new ones in, and we're just going to play random stuff. Last time I finished with Balatro. Kenny! Last time I finished with Balatro and got addicted to it off stream. So that's the wrong one. That's not what I wanted. No, 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 no. Fuck, wrong button. Where is it? There we go. Ignore anything you saw, please. Anyway. So, yeah, I'll be downloading that VOD in the background so that I can repost it. And for those wondering, I had a series called Bone Zone where I played Undertale with some friends and voice added some characters. One of the VODs on YouTube actually ended up getting cut short because despite streaming for 3 hours... anyways, despite streaming for 3 hours, YouTube was only streaming for 1 hour. The rest was on Twitch. So Ace was kind enough to archive the VOD so I could download it and repost it. And that is going on in the background right now. We will check back on it later. In the meantime, we got Xbox games. Let's play some. What do we got today? You know what? I haven't done the arcade classics in a while, so let's do Midway Arcade Origins from the 360. Speaking of the 360, something interesting happened today. Digi showed me an article that talked about some free 360 games and said get them while you can because the marketplace is going to die in July of 2025. It took me some digging to realize that that was actually a typo. The marketplace actually died in July of 2024. So that article is probably like a year old or something. Like either someone made a typo at the place that made the article, or it was written by AI. Because, you know, AI is not very current on current events. You tell it the queen died, they still think it's alive, they still think she's alive, and so forth. How much you want to bet? How much want to bet the only thing that'll convince Warner Brothers to buy back the Looney Tunes is to get rid of the Midway arcade games? That would suck. Okay, AGI, of course. Alright, let's see what we got here. Bubbles! 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 What am I doing? Alright, so I'm going to play the challenge mode, which puts on like the default arcade settings and lets me submit scores to the internet leaderboards. Let's play some Bubbles. So the idea with Bubbles is you play a bubble named Bubbles, and you have to soap up the germs to get bigger and then go down the drain. You'll know you're big enough when the drain turns green. You gotta watch out for the enemies, though. The brushes will kill you on contact unless you become big. And if you touch the old lady by the broom, which I forgot to do, then you can kill the spiders here that would otherwise kill you on contact. These razor blades on the bottom left also kill you on contact. If all the germs are gone and you're not big enough, you lose a life. But if your germs are gone and you are big enough, you move on to the next level. I could have sworn I touched that with the broom! Yeah, the broom's the only way to kill the spiders I already mentioned. I forgot what the threshold is to get extra lives. It was like 50,000, 100,000. Like, I like the game in terms of like elegance and simplicity. Like, oh yeah, it is 50,000. Anyway, it's like elegance and simplicity because the only control you have is to move the stick to move the bubble around, and that's really all you need. And I got killed by a razor blade, of course. Better put my initials in. Hold on. Nobody look. There we go. And I got first place on the top side of the board and third place on the bottom side of the board. But I don't know how many of those scores are on the official settings. If I go to the leaderboards here, I am 70th place out of a possible 16,000 entries. So that's got to account for something, right? Okay, what's another game I can try? No, Smash TV's too, let's try Root Beer Tapper. Root Beer Tapper used to be called Tapper, and it had Budweiser. It was meant to be played at like the adult bars, but yeah, I missed it too, buddy. But seeing as like arcade games were starting to be more popular in family establishments, EA decided to Midway decided to cash in on that by making Root Beer Tapper. It is not only more family friendly, but it's also cheaper to produce because they no longer had to concern themselves with the Budweiser license. So the idea is you got these customers coming, you dispense the root beer, and you push them down the line. If they don't go far enough and they leave the empty glass, you have to pick it up before it drops to the floor. You have to get rid of all the customers to win. But don't take too long to get rid of the customers, otherwise new customers will appear. If you let an empty glass drop, you lose. If you over pour and send one down the line with no one to pick it up, you lose. And if you let a customer get too close to you, you lose. Okay, this one I have to pay extra attention because I have to figure out which can of pop isn't shaken up. Five? Six. Did the license get expired? Like for Budweiser? Probably. I mean, that would explain why they're still producing Root Beer Tapper to this day. Sometimes you can distract the customers by picking up the money, and that makes dancing ladies appear. It makes them stop moving and focus on the show, but it also means you can't serve them the root beer yet. Oops! I was not looking. How did I nail that? Did we just hit a bird? Oh my god, we did. That is funny. Why is the sound so bad? It wasn't this bad when I played the PS2 version. Did she just spawn halfway down the line? He also spawned a third of the way down. What the hell? This guy's not even waiting. Ah, I missed the empty glass. Yeah, Melee Arcade Treasure is the first one. That's where Root Beer Tapper was on the older systems. I swear the game sounded better on that than on this. Fuck. Did I do it? Oh my god, I did it! Alright, let's see if I can get the root beer this time. That's a 1. It was 4. Notice how it says this one's for you? In the original Tapper, it would say this bud's for you. Was that guy just jerking off the air? Is that like a pinhead? All right. Ah! So close. Oh, another initial screen. Don't look. I did get second. Alright. And how did I do on the leaderboards? My top score got me in 636th place. It wasn't today's score, but I used to play this a lot back when I had it on the 360. What else we got here? Now, I never liked this version of Marble Madness, but it's the only version that exists, so we're gonna play it. See, on Midway Arcade Treasures, you had accelerate and decelerate in addition to movement, and the reason that they had that was because the original arcade game used a trackball, and anyways, so the original arcade had a trackball, and there was no such thing as a trackball controller for the modern consoles. So they needed a way to emulate that, and their best way of doing that was to accelerate and decelerate the marble as you were moving it with the analog stick. Unfortunately, Midway Arcade Origins does not emulate the accelerate decelerate functions, so we're just moving at one constant speed. And this is really going to piss me off. But let's do it anyway. At least the soundtrack's pretty cool. We're just going at max speed the whole time. I was trying to go for a bonus and that didn't work. Oh, there we go. Now I just get my way back to the goal. Oh, I killed it! I am amazing. That sound don't sound right. What the heck? See, that's the thing I don't like about them not including the accelerate decelerate feature, because without it you're going at top speed, therefore it's hard to control your steering. Racing 3 I've called Racing Treasures. Yeah, it's actually why I never got the third game, is because I was not into racing games at the time, and I'm still not as big into it today. I might pick it up later for nostalgia's sake if I can find it. But how do I get down from here? Okay. But I did get like the second one, which had, in my opinion, inferior ports of the Mortal Kombat and Primal Rage games. Mortal Kombat, I say, is inferior because Midway Arcade Treasures blocks the start button input, so you can't do some of the secrets. And Primal Rage because they couldn't bypass the anti-piracy, and therefore... Ooh, fairy. And, with Primal Rage, they couldn't bypass the anti-piracy, so the entire game was censored. Sonic R? Well, too bad we can't play... Too bad they didn't port Sonic R to the modern systems. Except for maybe, like, the Sonic, was it Gems? This sound engine sucks. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't know 3 existed, and when I grew up and found out 3 existed, I didn't care because 3 was all racing games. Oh, I didn't even get to see the rest of the level. So I had Gems Collection GameCube. Yeah, I was right. It is Gems Collection. I had Sonic R. Before that, it was Sega Saturn and Windows PC. And the Gems Collection was basically a stripped down port of the PC version. I mean, I might consider picking up the third game if it had, like, hard driving or something. $192nd place. just barely beating out Jason in Ohio. Yeah, I think that's enough arcade goodness for one stream. Let's pick a different game. You know what? I've spent a lot of time playing like the old classic PS2 versions. I will check those reward points shortly. I've played a lot of the old school versions of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. It's been a while since I did like the modern takes, so I might as well give those a try.
Jeopardy!
Sure as hell doesn't feel like Jeopardy. Really? Seizures from playing Jeopardy? Let's do the daily challenge. Why not? Select 6 categories. Let's do poetry, fill in the blank, company name origins, last name's the same, Lost in Space, nonfiction, and On the Cutting Edge.
Your daily categories are last names the same.
Former Defense Secretary Robert M. and Microsoft's Bill. What is Gates?
Exactly. Poetry, fill in the blank.
All in the Valley of Blank, Road to 600. Death?
Well done.
Okay, I'm doing good so far.
Company name origins.
In 1936, this company started as a government employees insurance company, hence the name. Oh, that one I know. Geico.
You are correct. Lost in Space.
While making repairs on the International Space Station, Scott Parazynski lost a needle-nose pair of these. Needle-nose pliers?
You are right.
I'm just nailing this!
Non-fiction.
In 2017, this Massachusetts senator hit the bestseller list with This Fight Is Our Fight, the battle to save America's middle class. I'm going to say Elizabeth Warren?
Well done.
I just guessed that one.
On the Cutting Edge.
This wedding knife comes in a server set and is often engraved with the names of the bride and groom. A cake knife for like the wedding cake?
That's it.
I just ran that daily challenge.
Nice. You have unlocked a new master rank. Good job.
I saw today's
new
wheel. Me
master
too.
rank. Congratulations. You have unlocked a new master rank. Wow, that was an astonishing performance.
Alright. Okay, now that we've warmed up, let's play a real game. I'm gonna see if anyone's online and I can play with some people on the internet. If not, then I could just go ahead and move on to playing with the bots. It's all iHeartRadio week. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. There's more themed weeks, and with those themed weeks, they come up with new categories, which kind of throw me off in terms of my puzzle solving. Let's see, is anybody online to play some Jeopardy today? I highly doubt it, considering they don't even talk about this game anymore in the advertising material. No matches found. Okay, that was a normal match. How about a ranked match? If I don't see anyone in 2 minutes, then I will start a bot match. See, this is one thing I do not like about this version of Jeopardy. It doesn't feel like Jeopardy, you know? Like all the other Jeopardy games, they have the studios, they have the Alex Trebek, they have the set, they have the lights, the colors. They read the questions to you, some of them. I would love to see on the new systems a new Jeopardy game with a return to form and the questions read by Ken Jennings or Johnny Gilbert. And a new Wheel of Fortune game with Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White actually portraying and voicing the characters. None of that cheesy, stock-ass background music. Have the rules actually be updated, you know how it is. Heck, maybe give the AIs voice actors again, like they did in the PS2, PS1 era. I would say Sega CD because the Sega CD and PC versions are the same, but only the PC version had like talking actors. I don't think anyone's gonna come online to play a ranked Jeopardy match with me. Pussies. But, it don't matter. We'll move on. A few more seconds and we'll just do a bot match. Okay. Let's just do a bot match. Wait. Actually, before I do that, I want to connect to the Ubisoft Club and... Wait, did I already unlock these units? Oh, I did unlock them. All these do is just change the background theme. Okay, so that's question. What's nighttime? I think I'll stay with the question theme. It looks cooler. Yeah, the PC was all over the Wheel of Fortune stuff. Why can't we have a new PC Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy game? Just because the old ones work? Well, they're not selling them anymore. Alright, we're going to do the classic mode. And the AI... I will not put it on quick mode. The AI will be on medium, as is tradition. Unfortunately, this version also suffers one thing that kind of sucked about the newer Jeopardy games compared to the older ones. Because, like, the older ones, including the Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii versions, like, well, on those console versions, you had to do it on medium or higher. But, like, on the PC version, you had to, like, type in your answers. And then on the PlayStation consoles, they had autocompletes to help you type in your answers faster on a controller. On Xbox 360, PS3, and Wii, they would have a thing where it was like, if you were on hard, you had to type it in and there was no autocomplete. If you were on medium, you had to type it in with autocompletes. And with easy, it just gives you multiple choices. This game just gives you multiple choices. which actually kind of discourages local multiplayer, because when you're playing online or with bots, they don't show you what the choices are until they select an answer. And if you're playing locally, no matter who buzzes in, you're gonna see all the choices. So it kind of discourages like thinking, because because chances are you have a 1 in 3 shot of getting it right by just guessing. Select at least one subject. I'm going to keep all the categories because I want to use them.
Let's welcome today's contestants.
I've won 3 matches with an average of $40,000 per match.
Let's play Jeopardy! A world of places.
At least it gives me a chance to read the clues and show how good I am at presenting.
Household hints. The NFL. 10 to 12 years. State, the TV show State. Player 1. Which category would you like?
Household hints 600. Eloise says to put shower curtains in here to eliminate grime. Robert says the dryer.
I'm sorry, no.
I'm going to say the washing machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, that's another thing that sucks about this format, is that because it's multiple choices, you have to rely on the other people screwing up sometimes. 800, same category. Keep pieces of this in special flannel bags that are infused with the preventative to stop the pieces from tarnishing.
Yes, correct.
Silver, okay. Another thing I missed about the older games is sometimes the AI would be adaptive. That is, it gets easier or harder depending on how well you're doing. Adding this grain to a salt shaker does 2 things. Knocks parts all lump strength shaking and absorbs moisture so the salt will clump. Okay, that one I know. Rice.
Precisely.
There's rice in my salt shakers at home.
Player 1. Pick a category.
400, same category. To get lipstick out of washable clothing, dab the stain with the isopropyl type of this. Did I do it right? I'm doing it in the wrong direction. Okay, if I can hit the button first. Alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Kind of hard to dab when you're in a corner of the bedroom. Let's finish the category. For spots on the soft leather, blot with white vinegar and use a shoe brush to rework the nap. Swede.
Well done.
Anyone remember the dude in the suede?
Player 2. It's your turn to choose a category.
10 to 12 years. Since the first one in 1790, there's been this many years between each U.S. census. 10 years?
That's correct.
Okay, so the answer is somewhere between 10 and 12 years.
Player 1.
I'm going to go 400, same category. The Oracle at Delphi told this Greek hero he had to perform labors for King Eurystheus for 12 years. So it's about 10 and 12 years. I'm going to say Heracles.
Correct.
Thought it was Hercules. Are they the same thing? 800, same category. Taking 12 years to build La Giralda's minaret in Seville in this country. Spain.
You are correct.
I see.
Player 2. It's your turn to choose a category.
Noticed by Galileo in 1610, these on the sun wax and wane in 11-year cycles. What are corona I knew I'd get one wrong. Robert says sunspots.
That's right.
And he's back in the green.
Player 3, pick a category.
A world of places, okay. A national monument in Cork, the second city of this country, honors the rebellion of 1798. I watch a lot of YouTube, so I know that is Ireland.
You are right. Player 1, please select a category.
10 to 12 years, 600. After Hidalgo's rebellion in 1810, this Western Hemisphere country fought 11 years for independence.
Yes, correct.
I was thinking it was either Mexico or Panama.
Player 3, which category would you like?
World of places, okay. Iraq and Iran are among the Gulf states, countries bordering this body of water. I am going to say the Persian Gulf.
Correct.
That was just a total guess. See, that's the thing about multiple choice. It encourages you to guess.
Please select a category.
TV show state, 400. Parks and recreation. Uh-oh. Kentucky.
I'm sorry, no.
Indiana?
That's right.
You think I know anything about football, Kenny? I'm a fucking nerd. Grey's Anatomy. Shit.
Yes, correct. Player 2, it's your turn to choose a category.
In 95, this clothier, known for his red, white, and blue sportswear, was named Menswear Designer of the Year.
No, sorry.
Tommy Hilfiger?
Exactly. Player 1, pick a category.
World of Places, 600. Take a gamble. Monte Carlo is one of this small European country's 4 courtiers. Monaco?
Correct.
Of course they have Thursday Night Football. Why wouldn't they? 800, same category. This capital in the Valley of Nepal is at an altitude of about 4,000 feet.
Wrong.
Kathmandu?
Indeed.
See, I don't even know half of these things. I'm only getting them right because somebody buzzed in and got it wrong, thus narrowing it down for me. The only South American countries with both an Atlantic and Pacific coast are Chile and this nation.
Sadly, that's not it.
Venezuela?
No, it's not.
That means Robert's gonna buzz in and say Colombia. Yep.
That's it. Player 3, please select a category.
It's the first name of designer Jacobs, who stepped down as Louis Vuitton's creative director in 2013 and focused on his own line.
Indeed.
In 2017, Coach announced it would acquire the company of this handbag designing Kate for $2.4 billion.
No, sorry.
Kate Spade.
You are correct. Player 1. Which category would you like?
TV show state 6. Mad Men. Of course, I'd pick the one I didn't know.
Correct.
New York, concrete jungle, wet dream
Player 3.
tomato.
Please select a category.
Giorgio Armani put on fashion shows as Palazzo a Via Borgonovo in this northern Italian city. Okay, so while she's answering that, I'm just going to check on the file download here.
That's not it.
Okay, yeah, the download's finished. What did they say?
You are correct.
It don't matter. Ferragamo introduced these floor-scarring shoes, whose name comes from the Italian for dagger. Stilettos.
That's it.
Yeah, stilettos, the high heels.
Player 2. It's your turn to choose a category.
You should stay at 1,000. Glee for the first 4 seasons. I'm going to say... What? Ohio.
That's right.
I just guessed. I just remembered it being in... I just remember that Mad special and it came up in Washington, which is wrong.
Like?
TV show State 800. The Good Wife. Is that the one where that Stepford show took place? In the movie or whatever?
No, that's incorrect.
Minnesota. That's Big Time Rush, like the pilot, I mean. And Robert beat me to the buzzer. Illinois.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you're catching up on me. Alright, let's stop beating around the bush and get the football already.
Choose a category.
In 2016, this team moved from St. Louis to Los Angeles. The Chargers?
No, sorry.
Watch what? They're still going, Grey's Anatomy?
Precisely.
Yeah, I blanked on Rams. When I thought Rams, I thought Dodge. First of these games we played in Honolulu was on January 27, 1980, and the NFC beat the AFC 37-27. That would be the Rose Bowl.
That's not what we
It's
were
the
going
Pro Bowl, isn't it?
You are right.
I gotta get one of these. Come on, there's gotta be one that I can get. And Patricia took the daily double.
How much would you like to wager?
LT was used to refer to Los Taylor. 2000s was this running back who wore number 21. I wouldn't have known that anyway.
That's not it.
I would not have gotten that in a million years. Let's go. In 2015, Dan Quinn became the 16th head coach of this team. I have no idea. If Ryder gets it wrong, then I can take a chance guessing it.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, so it's not the Arizona Cardinals. The Atlanta Falcons?
Correct.
Finally, I nailed a football question.
Last clue.
In 1933, the first NFL championship game saw this team win 23-21 on a fourth quarter pass by Bronco Nagurski.
Exactly.
Yeah, she can have that one.
Here are the scores.
Somehow I'm winning. This game doesn't really feel like Jeopardy.
For the Double Jeopardy round, the categories are last names the same, actors' middle names, world her story,
That's a new one.
franchises, Native American history, 2010's Entertainment Awards,
Oh, baby. Former Defense Secretary Robert Emmett, Microsoft's bill. I did this one already. Gates.
That's correct. Player 1, it's your turn to
Last
choose a
name's the same,
category.
400. Original Moonwalker Neil and Biker Lance. Discredited Biker Lance. Armstrong.
You are correct.
Lance Armstrong used to be the shit, but then it was revealed he doped up. And thus, all references to his parody character Vance Legstrong and Arthur were pulled. 1200, same category. Original Omaha President Warren and Cheeseburger Paradise singer Jimmy. I watched South Park. That is Buffett.
Indeed.
Cheeseburger in paradise. Cheeseburger there, I said it twice. 1600, same category. Civil rights leader Jesse and NBA coaching legend Phil. Jackson?
Correct.
And finished the category. South Carolina Senator Lindsay and quarterback Otto. Okay, that's the only one I don't know.
Incorrect.
It is not Thomas. I'm going to try Graham.
You are
And I just ran that category. Franchise is 400. The main product of both Papa Murphy's and Papa John's. Easy. Cardboard. I mean pizza.
That's right.
2000, same category. Entrepreneur Magazine lists this company as its top business support center franchise. UPS store. Okay.
Player 2, please select a category.
World Her Story. Of course the girl would pick that. In 1860, 4 years after leaving the Crimea, she wrote the book Notes on Nursing, What It Is and What It Is Not. Grace still going on for 21 seasons, renewed for 22nd. It's just a doctor show.
Well done. Player 3, which category would you like?
This chain serves Fridays fajitas on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday too. It's one of their trademarks. TGI Fridays.
Exactly.
Too many shitposty Windows 3.1 and 3.11 DOS boxes. I see ya. 800, same category. Auntie Anne's Inc. sells the hand-rolled soft type of these treats. That is pretzels. I know Auntie Anne's pretzels. That shit is delicious. Finish the category.
Daily double. How much do you want to wager?
I'll wager 7,000. This automotive repair franchise shares its name with the mythical Phrygian king. Meineke.
No.
What? Midas? I don't remember Midas being automotive. Whatever. 2010's Entertainment Awards 400. This singer won Album of the Year Grammys for 1989 and Fearless.
Exactly.
I didn't know Swift did a song called 1989.
Player 3. Pick a category.
World History. After briefly attending Oxford, she returned to India in 1941 and married a Parsi lawyer the following year.
That's it.
I didn't know Gandhi was a real name. I thought it was just a title like the Dalai Lama. Shakespeare dramatized Cleopatra's romance with Mark Antony. George Bernard Shaw dramatized her relationship with this ruler.
Yes, correct.
The daughter of Ferdinand and Isabella, she was the first wife of Henry VIII. I don't know this one.
Well done.
Of course.
Player 3. Pick a category.
In 1960, Sirimavo Bandaranaike of Ceylon, now this country, became the first woman to head a modern government. Baby, far to see you home from the island of Ceylon.
You are right.
Johnny, I hardly knew.
Player 2. It's
Guns
your turn
and
to
drums
choose a
and drums
category.
and guns. Oh, Squanto is known for teaching the pilgrims how to plant this crop, also known as maize. That would be corn.
That's right.
Talk about a real corny answer.
Player 1.
400, same category. Jumping Bull was the father of this more sedentary Native American chief. Sitting Bull.
You are right.
$1,200, same category. In 1492, this mainland island of San Salvador came in contact with Native Americans called Arawaks. Oh, the world's biggest R word in American history, Christopher Columbus.
Indeed.
$1,600. The Mojave who originally lived on this river still have a reservation on it.
That's not correct.
Okay, it's not the Rio Grande. I'm going to say the Ohio River.
Sadly, that's not it.
It's the Colorado River. Fuck. She didn't even have to think
That's
that hard.
correct.
Turns out all that's required for this AI is to pay attention.
Select a category.
The 5 civilized tribes were the Cherokee, Cree, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and this group that moved from Georgia to Florida. The Seminoles.
Precisely.
I retained something from 2nd grade.
Player 1. It's your turn to choose a category.
2010's Entertainment Awards, 800.
It's a daily double.
Shit.
How much would you like to wager?
1,200 only. Variety called this daytime talk show host the awardiest awardee when she won a record 20th People's Choice Award. Kelly Ripa?
I'm sorry, no.
It can't be Ellen. Motherfucker. 1,200, same category. Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway appeared together at the 2017 Oscars in honor of the 50th anniversary of this movie they starred in. Chinatown.
Incorrect.
It sounds like King Kong. I don't know if King Kong is going to be up there. Oh. I'll go for Bonnie and Clyde.
Well done.
1600, same category. Martin Freeman won an Emmy for this role on Sherlock. Watson.
You are correct.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if it would be out there.
Player 3. Which category would you like?
Jesse Muller won the 2014 Tony for playing this singer-songwriter in the musical Beautiful.
Sadly, that's not it.
Yeah, that's a different musical, I think. Carole King?
That's correct.
I just guessed that one.
Player 1. Pick a category.
Actors' middle names 400. I've been trained this category. Neil Harris. Neil Patrick Harris.
You are correct.
Sarah Blythe Parker. These are just so easy. Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's right.
1200. Evan Blankwood. Okay, now you lose me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounded right when I saw it.
Player 3. Please select a category.
Mary something Winstead.
You are correct.
Elizabeth, of course.
Here's the last clue.
Jeffrey something Morgan.
I'm sorry, no.
Dean?
Correct.
Alright.
Everyone made it to Final Jeopardy. How much money are you wagering?
In 1875, she wrote Jesus of Nazareth was the most scientific man that ever trod the globe. Robert said Mary Baker Eddy.
Well done.
And wagered everything. He doubles up to 5,200. Patricia said Marie Curie.
That's not what we were going
And
for.
risked all of it. She's down to 0. I said Mary Baker Eddy.
Exactly.
And only risked $14.99, bring me up to $15,499, and I win.
Here are the final placements.
Yay!
Our champion today is... You have unlocked a new master rank. You have unlocked a new master rank. You have unlocked a new master rank.
So that happened, I suppose. Alright, that's enough Jeopardy for one day. What else we got? I am not playing Balatro again. If I start playing Balatro, I will lose myself in Balatro, and then I'll get banned for dead air. So many choices. You know what? I haven't played a classic arcade game in a while. Let's do Dig Dug. You dig Dig Dug? I dig Dig Dug. I can't think of any arcade enthusiast who hasn't dug Dig Dug. That looks good to me. Alright, so harpoon is the A button and the stick is to move. Got it. Who doesn't love a good bit of inflation on your enemies? Aw. I didn't know level 1 was such a grand achievement. Cleared it. Oh, so it's an achievement at every level? Crap. How does that even... Huh? Okay. I didn't even react. I'm playing again. This is bullshit. This is the only good kind of inflation. Don't let anyone tell you different. Defeat an enemy on the surface. I thought I did that already. I'm just annihilating now. I remember not EA, E Games did like a clone of this called Tunnel Blaster. Are the enemies supposed to accelerate? Thought you could escape me, did you? I swear I was moving right there. That was close. So there are time limits now. Did that touch me? Can I? Okay, I'm done with this. Since we're on a Namco kick, let's try Pac-Man. I'll showcase the 256 bug later. I got an achievement for grabbing the cherry. Okay, then. Damn it. Knew I score at least. I didn't even get past level 1 though. Let's try that again. Finally, I beat a level. Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Yeah, but here's the thing. Namco wants you to love Pac-Man, right? Let's play the one that they always want us to forget. Miss Pac-Man. Try and take my video down, Namco. I fucking dare you. So they also have a bug. Fascinating. I swear I remember this game being faster in my old arcades. Got an achievement for eating all the ghosts in one pellet. I swear I hit up. I did not hit left. I guess that's what happens when I use a cheap Amazon Basics Xbox One controller. New high score. $10,000 extra life. Ah! I hit down! Why did you go right? I was literally one dot away. Come on. Whatever, I've played enough. Now, it's been a while since I played 030 Installed Simulator. Let's fire that back up. This was the thing back in like the Jacksepticeye days. Hang on. I wish there was a way to know like what progress I made thus far. Is anyone online that I can play with?
Let's get serious. Wah!
Let's see if anyone's online that I can play with. I highly doubt it. Okay, so the mic is picking up the hiss, probably. Yep, it's picking up the hiss. I guess while I wait for it to ring up, I might as well check my email. Let's see if anyone joins while I watch this 1-minute YouTube video. And of course no one's online. I'm just gonna go through a tournament run. Before I continue, I just want to make sure I did everything right. Do I still have crossplay enabled? Oh, you can only enable crossplay on the PC version, I reckon. Let's just do a tournament run. Oh, I can pick one that doesn't have a trophy in front of it. Let's do Serious Sam.
Let's get serious. Ah! I wish to complain about this parrot I purchased.
The Norwegian Blue? What's wrong with it?
It's dead. That's what's wrong with it.
No, he's resting.
Huh.
Your father. Your mother. Dance is like... a grunting sow. And makes fun of the Pope. Lock it in.
Your father dances like a grunting sow and makes fun of the Pope.
Ooh, your mother doesn't like elderberries.
Oh,
5 points for that? Okay. Your mother has bad breath. And bothers me. And has a steaming romp with some dog. Now put a sock in it.
your mother has bad breath and bothers me and has a steaming romp with some dog. Now put a sock in it.
Ouch! Your father is your hovercraft.
Does this chick have dementia or something? Your math teacher still uses Windows Vista. And supports the communists.
Your math teacher still uses Windows Vista and supports the communists.
Your sister was your hat.
This chick is nuts! She thinks she's insulting me, but instead she's just an idiot.
Huh.
This bloody pet shop has bum cancer. Now put a sock in it.
Your father is your house.
Like, it's just sentence building. It doesn't matter how mean it is.
Has bum cancer. Now put a sock in it.
Ooh,
Huh.
You pose nude for a dead parrot and are getting fat.
You pose nude for a dead parrot and are getting fat.
Oh, she's so close.
was born in your house.
Really? Combo points? It's been a while since I played this. Your favorite Bond actor is not serious.
A public loo has worse hair than this conversation.
So you admit this conversation's crap.
Your favorite Bond actor is not serious. Will you replace the bloody parrot now?
All right then, I will. I have plenty of them in the box.
I want a live one, or I'll be back to complain.
I like how he's just holding her at gunpoint while saying, replace the frigging parrot, instead of just, robbing the place.
Good morning. Does this dead body belong to you by chance? Of course not. I just borrowed it to put my teacup on. You murdered this poor man to have tea on his rotting corpse? How could I murder him when I was hiding in a shrubbery with my rifle this whole morning? All right, you might have a perfect alibi, but you can't deny that...
Your mother is stone dead.
A hamster is your cousin's car. Oh, your mother is stone dead. Huh.
All right. Your father. Has a steaming romp with an English pig dog. And doesn't own a color telly.
Your father has a steaming romp with an English pig dog and doesn't own a color telly. You change into your sense of style.
That's a whole load of nothing.
Huh.
You are silly. Yeah, baby.
Your hat poses nude for your country. You are silly. Yeah, baby. Oh.
Your beloved auntie poses nude for your father. And goes around murdering people.
Your beloved auntie poses nude for your father and goes around murdering people. Oh, your hat probably murdered a cheese shop.
I'm not even wearing a fucking hat. What? That's not even worth combo points. Your father puts on Granny's clothing and secretly adores an ordinary pigsty and plays hidden object games.
Your father puts on Granny's clothing and secretly adores an ordinary pigsty and plays hidden object games. You support your mother?
That's not even an insult!
I confess, it was me who murdered this man. I needed his train ticket, direct connection, first class. First class? Then killing him for the ticket is understandable. But please, try to restrain from murder in the future.
That is a funny thing to say while pointing a gun at someone. This totally sounds like an American dad thing to say. Anyway, train level.
Excuse me. I believe this is my seat.
Your seat? Does it have your name on it?
I don't think so, but I have a ticket.
First class, eh? You don't look like a first class to me.
I believe the roles were reversed here. Your father. Walks silly. I'm gonna hold off to get more points later. You and your math teacher act like some dog. That's all you got? Okay.
You and your math teacher act like some dog.
Not enough to break my concentration, so I get to hold on to this sentence and build on it. Your father walks silly. And is afraid of my minigun.
Your father looks like your sense of style.
That sounds like the recycling bin of
Your
jokes.
father walks silly and is afraid of my minigun.
Alright, let's try this. Your father. Was teabagged by an alien hamburger. Your hovercraft and this place, and you smell of your husband. Really?
Your hovercraft and this place and you smell of your husband.
That wasn't even a thing.
Your father was teabagged by an alien hamburger.
Alright, with the combo points, I'm still one less. How is that possible? Okay. Of course he's going to take that combo from me. Your son will murder for a seat reservation. And is your hat. Yeah, baby.
Your son will murder for a seat reservation and is your hat. Yeah, baby.
His son is his hat, and that got bonus points.
Your father wanted to be you.
How is that an insult? And of course, it's you combo points. Your sense of style is very naughty. Sir. Your country changes into your seat, and you know it's true.
Your country changes into your seat, And you know it's true.
Oh, your sense of style is very naughty, sir.
Maybe next time I revisit this, I'll do the Steam version because I think they have a thing with like Twitch OAuth. Your beloved auntie. Puts on Granny's clothing. And you can't deny it.
Your seat looks like your mother. Mate.
Really? Combo points for your seat?
Ow!
How am I dead?
Beloved auntie puts on Granny's clothing, and you can't deny it.
And we're in sudden death. Okay, your sister. Is old. And secretly adores your hats, you inbred twit.
Your sister is old and secretly adores your hat, you inbred twit.
20.
You support your husband, you cheeky bastard.
How is supporting your husband an insult?
See? You're too much of a commoner to sit here.
You're right. It's not my ticket anyway. I literally murdered for it. But it wasn't worth it after all.
That is funny. Okay, now we're in the ER. I don't know what this is about, but okay. I forget. Who is Albert again?
Excuse me, but I need this liver. I was shot and I'll die in a few minutes if I don't have it.
Terribly sorry, but this is my liver, and I'm quite fond of it. I've partied my whole life, and I'd quite like to continue.
I'm dying and you're worrying about parties?
Oh, look at me. It's so sad. I'm dying. You know what's really sad?
I forget who Albert is.
Huh.
I forgot what this guy's weakness was. Your mother. Secretly adores a cheap suit. And was defeated by your sister.
Your mother secretly adores a cheap suit and was defeated by your sister.
The communists change into your ass.
Huh.
That's it? That's all you got? Your country dances like a cheap suit and what the fuck bothers me? Okay.
Your country dances like a cheap suit and bothers me.
You have worse hair than your math teacher, and that's racist.
How the fuck is having bad hair racist? It's just bad hair. Your son dances like a cheap suit. And I hope I can hold on to this continuous.
Your country doesn't like your house and his old. Or is it about the way I talk?
Can I hold combo if I use continuance? Yes, I can hold combo. Your son dances like a cheap suit and is an uneducated nincompoop. And has bum cancer.
Your act was defeated by an ordinary pigsty.
I'm not even wearing a hat, you idiot.
Your son dances like a cheap suit and is an uneducated nincompoop and has bum cancer.
That was big. A cheap suit. Supports. Your country. I don't make, it doesn't make sense anymore, but I'm just going for combo points to finish him off. And I'm serious.
A cheap suit supports your country, and I'm serious.
Ouch! Your ass has worse hair than your sense of style in it.
Oh, that's settled then. I'm taking this liver.
Sure, take it. Don't forget to have my bladder and spleen as well, why don't you? Bloody self-entitled twit.
And we are going to heaven anyway. Because why not?
Welcome, my child.
Oh, hello there. Are you John Lennon?
I don't know that person, but I can answer any question of yours. One question, and only one I will answer. Not two, not three. Exactly.
I keep forgetting this guy's voiced by Morgan Freeman.
Rightio. So, I always wondered, what's the meaning of life?
Are you sure this is what you want to know? Maybe you're more curious about how toothpaste is put in the tube, or how plesiosaurus is mated?
No, thank you. I'll stick with the meaning of life.
Behold, then, for the meaning of life is...
Huh.
Your face is getting fat. And your mother doesn't own a color telly.
Your face is getting fat, and your mother doesn't own a color telly.
Ouch. Your hat admires pictures of the meaning of life. The wind-bred twit.
Song?
Oh,
I was thinking Hallelujah or something. Your sister. Has a steaming romp with your wife. and doesn't own a color telly. Yeah, baby.
You worked with some dog and are rude.
Oh, your sister has a steaming romp with your wife and doesn't own a colored telly. Yeah, baby!
Ouch.
Oh, it's Ode to Joy. Your math teacher. Bothers me. And talks to strangers.
Your math teacher bothers me and talks to strangers.
Oh, your sister died because of the meaning of life.
How is that 17? Fuck. Your mother. Was your sister. And you are rude and are afraid of my minigun.
Your mother was your sister, and you are rude and are afraid of my minigun.
Of course it's a butterfly DLC. Why is there a butterfly DLC?
Your wife worked with a frightened schoolboy.
Oh, I'm so close to kicking Heaven's ass.
Huh.
Your father. Died because of an alien hamburger. And can lick my lead. Surprisingly, the Queen fits here because there's
You
the afterlife.
Your beloved auntie and worked with the Queen.
How is the Queen serious?
Oh, your father died because of an alien hamburger and can lick my lead.
Ouch. You are an exceptional creation. I decided to reveal the true meaning of life to you. Practice kindness and tolerance. Love yourself and never ever refreeze food that has been defrosted.
That is beautiful. I just wish I knew that before I died.
Does that raise me up on the leaderboard or something?
Ooh.
Nope. Alright, okay, you know what? Now that I think about it, like, it was really good, but Hollywood Roast was still better. Let's do that next. Morgan Gordon. That's a new one to me. Kenny. Okay, this one has Mixer OAuth, but unfortunately Mixer no longer exists, so we can't use that. I'll have to see if the PC version still supports Twitch OAuth. If it does, then maybe we'll revisit this game in the future. Let's see if there's anyone I can play with online.
Dirty Potter. Ah.
Like, I used to get in ranked battles back in the day with Oh Sir Insult Simulator, but I don't think I ever tried a ranked battle in Hollywood Roast. I think the one time I got sick of Hollywood Roast was because I tried to make a custom character and could not handle voicing all those thousands of lines. I'm going to take a break to watch a couple of 1-minute videos while I wait for someone to join. And as I suspected, nobody's here, so let's just do a bot run. Let's do a campaign run, basically. We're gonna do a career. And whose career are we going to do today? We did Dirty Potter already, which is weird because I think it says new. I'll pick the only other male one, the Greasy Wizard.
The Greasy Wizard.
Let's go.
You can't be here. Where points are strictly for A-list film stars.
E-list?
I said
Intermission
A-list.
screen. I do have one. I forgot that I had one. It's this thing.
Excuse me?
But anyway, let's move on.
Definitely naughty.
Yo, Mom. Watches soap operas in the activity room. And killed all of your family. And I'm quoting the review.
Your mom watches soap operas in the activity room and killed all of your family. And I'm quoting the review.
24.
An angry Reddit user is the inspiration for your character.
Yeah, that's worth 9 points. I think the insults were better in this game than the other game. I hope they make a third game. Your last plastic surgery was in your last movie. And lied to the press about this glamorous facade. And has never manscaped.
Your last plastic surgery was in your last movie and lied to the press about this glamorous facade and has never manscaped.
Your on-screen performance is your next movie.
How the fuck is that 5 points? Your sidekick should do a movie with your dad. I'm gonna hold off and hope I get something better.
Kevin Smith's enormous jaws kinda resemble your dog.
Your sidekick should do a movie with your dad. And will be found and killed by Liam Neeson. And is taking the hobbits to Isengard. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Your sidekick should do a movie with your dad and will be found and killed by Liam Neeson and is taking the hobbits to Isengard. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
That's just meh. Your dad. Got beauty secrets from your sidekick. But has all but forgotten your character. But smells like mothballs.
Your dad got beauty secrets from your sidekick, but is all but forgotten. Your character, but
Use 55 points hot burn. 81! I got 81 for that!
Had an affair with your red carpet.
What do you think was gonna happen? You keep throwing 5-point insults at me.
looks like I just got bumped to the A-list.
Fine. You can stay. Just don't let it go to your head.
Your 15 minutes are almost up.
Alright. And the next one is Wisecrack, which looks like a knockoff Deadpool. Let's see. Win the roast, only probably below 15, double combo.
Excuse me, I asked for Rhodesian glacial fed spring water. What is this swill?
I'm not your assistant, I'm your co-star.
Ah, my apologies. You must be ugly bystander number 3.
And you must be a very insecure and mean person.
You can't speak to me like that.
There's more where that came from, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a bit because I need to actually zoom in this picture. My mic's been in the corner the whole time and it's starting to bug me a little. Just do that. And then maybe pan up and to the side. That should work. You don't need to see my controller. Your therapist is a weak version of your mom. And was seen at a vegan festival, but has an unhealthy gun fetish.
Your therapist is a weak version of your mum and was seen at a vegan festival, but has an unhealthy gun fetish.
28.
Your ex should do a movie with your next movie.
1 point. Your sister can't take a real hit. And got cancer after being exposed to your financial portfolio, and that's a wrap.
Your sister can't take a real hit and got cancer after being exposed to your financial portfolio, and that's a wrap.
22.
Your dog is Buddy Cops.
Really? 11 points for that nonsensical bullshit? Your financial portfolio has a fetish for an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. And worked with a low-budget softcore.
Your financial portfolio has a fetish for an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist and worked with a low-budget softcore.
Don't care if that made sense. I need the combo points.
Pauly Shore's co-star sensually massages your last movie, and wait till you hear the origin story.
15. Okay. Your iconic costume got booed at Cannes. And worked with an orc dork. You conjure up cheap quips?
Your iconic costume got booed at Cannes and worked with an orc dog. You conjurer of cheap quips.
Knockout.
Kick dog fight with lens flares. Tweeted angrily about your so-called career.
Who writes your shit?
Turns out you're smaller and dumber in person.
They'd say the camera adds 10 IQ points. I've been living a lie.
It's okay. We'll fix you in post.
There's no fixing that shit. I should probably, like, put this down. Maybe stretch it a tiny bit. Okay, I think that works. Alright. Okay. Next one is Grown. Win the roast with no more than 8 insult exchanges and deal 25 points in 1 insult. So I have to do this in 8 rounds or less.
On guard. I'm a pacifist. I on guard nothing.
You mean you aren't going to fight me?
Absolutely not. I am no barbarian.
Oh, I know you aren't calling me a barbarian.
That and much worse.
Baboon. Your on-screen romance kind of resembles a knockoff Rolex. And will be devoured by a giant snake. But was an extra in Battlefield Earth.
You're on on-screen romance kinda resembles a knockoff Rolex and will be devoured by a giant snake, but was an extra in Battlefield Earth.
21, not bad.
Your last plastic surgery turns out to be your mentor, but had an embarrassing cameo in Angry Reddit user.
I don't think I've seen this one. Your Beverly Hills mansion is a carbon copy of a hairy hobbit toe. But got booed at Cannes.
Your Beverly Hills mansion is a carbon copy of a hairy hobbit toe, but got booed at Cannes.
16. I need to get 25.
Your sister is less than half-naked oiled men and dialogue program.
That's it, 13. Okay. Your sister is a weak version of an orc dork. And flunked out of community college. And is your arch enemy.
Your sister is a weak version of an orc dork and flunked out of community college and is your arch enemy.
35.
Your face performed the finishing move on the stained-ridden casting couch.
Okay, now I just need to finish him off. Your dad. Forwards racist emails. And got decapitated by a weak opponent. You conjure up cheap quips.
Your dad forwards racist emails and got decapitated by a weak opponent. You conjurer of cheap quips.
25.
You are yet another reboot of prepubescent teenage boy, and I will spare no man. Turns out Blitzky's stand way worse than a sword.
And that, good sir, is the smartest thing you've ever said.
Right. Should I zoom out a bit? I think my head's too big for the shot. That works. Alright, next battle is Chop Suey. Double combo and use 3 comebacks. Okay.
What are you doing?
I was meditating before I was so rudely interrupted.
Confucius says, who is really interrupted? The interrupter or the interruptee?
I don't think he ever said that.
Uh-huh. My Uncle Confucius used to always say that.
More like confused shots.
Hey! Ugh.
Your sister persistently mispronounces my name. I don't think she's gonna come out gangbusters. Your ex and Chinese throwing stars just don't get your so-called career. That's not gonna be 15.
Your ex and Chinese strong stars just don't get your so-called career.
Your sister persistently mispronounces my name. And is a worse version of your mom. And flunked out of community college.
Your sister persistently mispronounces my name and is a worse version of your mum and flunked out of community college.
25.
A shorter version of Benedict Cumberbatch was cast as understandable, and that's why they call them Fifth of Fury.
Yeah, take your 13. You are paler than Prince Harry. And sidekicked an orc dork, you conjurer of cheap quips.
You, paler than Prince Harry, and sidekicked an orc dog, you conjurer of cheap quips.
21.
Endless Cheek was spotted at an after party with your last plastic surgery. Now meditate on that for a while.
Your on-screen romance is the human version of your last plastic surgery. But didn't pass on to the afterlife.
Your on-screen romance is the human version of your last plastic surgery, but didn't pass on to the afterlife.
Your financial portfolio turns out to be you're dead. I'll meditate on that for a while.
That was barely anything. I already forgot what the goal was. Apart from 3 comebacks. Your last movie is full of tasteless, racist jokes. And reminds me of a brutal interrogation scene. And tweeted angrily about 2 little hobbits. You conjure of cheap quips.
Your last movie is full of tasteless racist jokes and reminds me of the brutal interrogation scene, and tweeted angrily about 2 little hobbits. You conjurer of cheap quips.
24. Muffin time. oh, my chat goal's muffin time. Yeah. Let's see. Your dad doesn't tip waiters. But administered thunderous punches to your iconic costume. I'm gonna think on that for a while. Hopefully she doesn't knock me out. And is your on-screen romance. And this is Please My Master. Oh crap, I'm knocked out of it. 22 while I'm holding a continuance, which means I just lost that. You cheered for Brexit. And have a cold, dead heart. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
You cheered for Brexit and have a cold, dead heart. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Got the 3 comebacks achievement at least. So?
How do you know his last name was Wiseman?
Okay, maybe if I pan my resting pillow out of the shot. That's better. Oh, I didn't get a double combo. Oh well, better short 1 than not even try. Don't let pride fall below 35 and get 35 1 install. Alright, all that's left is the CFO.
End line, skid mark. Your career, your funding just But you could fund a summer's worth of blockbusters with all that money.
Still have some left over for loaded nachos, but sharing is for dirty hippies.
God knows what deplorable things you've done to make it this far in show business.
Watch out, Tinkerbell. I'm just getting started.
Your stunt double. Made less money than your dog. But ruined your career. So who's buying lunch?
Your Beverly Hills Ranch and Mechagodzilla make me think about dead presidents.
How is Mechagodzilla makes me think about dead presidents 9 points?
Your stunt double made less money than your dog, but ruined your career. So who's buying lunch?
At least I got more. 24. Okay, I need to turn the zoom down. There we go. Your so-called career laundered money through your dog. That corner mouth white stuff, you mean Coke?
A quarter of that corner mouth white stuff. And your last movie, your cast as your business model.
Your so-called career laundered money through your dog.
Your favorite director made less money than your dad. And isn't even on IMDb, but was made of a disgraced reality TV star.
Your favorite director made less money than your dad and isn't even on IMDb, but was made of a disgraced reality TV star.
Wow. You are worse than your mentor. Can you handle that truth?
A knockoff Rolex. Shit. Is the inspiration for... What the fuck? A hairy hobbit toe. And owes millions to two little hobbits.
A knockoff Rolex is the inspiration for a hairy hobbit toe and owes millions to two little hobbits.
squandered money through your Beverly Hills mansion. I mean that in the nicest way.
I don't even know if I'm at 35 yet. Your dad. He's less powerful than your ex. And couldn't even teach kindergarten, but got beauty secrets from my loose sleeve. Poof, be gone.
Your dad is less powerful than your ex and couldn't even teach kindergarten, but got beauty secrets from my loose sleeve. Poof, be gone.
31. So I probably died. So I didn't beat the optional goals.
A knockoff was in Donald Trump's adorable hands. I swear it on my first 3 wives grave.
21's probably not enough to kill me. I think I won. Yep.
So, looks like my financing just came through after all.
No, now I'll have to sell my gold-plated tank.
I'm sure
The
you
long firm step.
You are underestimating my crippling nacho addiction.
How do I skip the credits? I only got the one. That's fine. How much time do I have left on the goal? 21 minutes. I think I can do one more game of something. Oh, by the way, my super chat goal is 5 people donating $2 or higher each, and if I reach that, then I will get my friends in a room, and then we will play Muffin Time. And nothing but Muffin Time. Because Muffin Time is just so much fun. So much fun. Anyway, I got time for one more game before I have me a shower. So what's a good way to kill 20 minutes? Oh, I know a good way to kill some 20 minutes. Let's play some fucking Doom. Some Doom! Some fucking Doom! That's how you say it, right? Doom and Doom 2 accessible security release and system voice text time multiplier is by default. Using which beauty settings where you choose to disable them all now. High contrast, it's fine. Menu typeface. Yeah, modern's better. Let's turn the screen flash effects on. Seizure warning, by the way. Modern music, why not? Blah 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 blah. So I get Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 2's master levels. TNT Evolution. Plutonia Experiment. No Rest for the Living. Sigil. and Legacy of Rust. You know what, let's just start with the original Doom. Because, like, I can't appreciate the rest of Doom if I don't understand Doom. Okay, the controller bindings. So, right trigger attack, left trigger to run and walk, A to use items, bumpers to swap weapons, D-pad to swap weapons. Alright, that makes sense to me. Works for me, let's go. Knee deep in the dead, let's put on Hermie Plenty. Well, the remix music sounds awesome. And where are the enemies at? I'm getting good at this. I hope I don't get copyrighted for the Doom music. That's not a thing, right? I killed all the monsters? I did not know that. This is so badass. This game is like the pinnacle of testosterone. In it. That's what everyone keeps calling it. I mean, I can understand from like a nostalgic perspective why people like it so much, and I feel like there's like a faithful adaptation attempt going on here. It doesn't make me love Doom, but I can definitely say that I'm not a hater of Doom compared to other shooters. Okay, now where do I go? I just keep walking in circles. How do I get outside? Do I need a key or something? Oh, an elevator. Going up. It's funny seeing the body just glide along like that. Cause an enemy to kill another enemy? I didn't even try to do that. This is intense. Okay, what I just hit? By the way, if you notice the UI looks kinda dull, that's because I have like the high contrast and the accessibility options on. You can always turn them off when you play the game. Oh, shotgun, baby. Now I can hit a bit more heavy like. One shot, he's dead. This is getting intense now. Quickest level ever. Oh wait, that wasn't the finish. Alright, what else we got here? Yep, and there's that iconic Doom level design because there's like a hole in the middle. That's the thing people were complaining about, right? Like it was one of the inferior ports. There was no hole here. It was the 32X version, wasn't it? I don't think this will become a new addiction like Balatro, but honestly, this is a bit of a fun game. Okay, blue key card. Now, what? What? Fire? What? Huh? Then I died. Great, I'm back to my friggin' pistol again. Blue key to open the door. So that's what that blue key card was for earlier. Groovy. I didn't even know I was getting one multi-kill. Didn't know if that did anything. What is this room? 6 minutes left. I'll do another round. Yeah, it's Game Pass, so of course I got Doom. What is it about that blue key card that always transports me to the area where I get burned to death? What does that even mean? Picked up a med kit you really need. Okay, this time when I find the blue key card, don't pick it up immediately, and instead try to kill the enemies first and see what needs to be doing. Maybe I'm supposed to kill everybody first? Or is there a secret area I didn't explore yet? Oh, it just makes it darker. It makes it darker and then monsters appear. Yeah, that's totally fair. Time's winding down, so I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed that random muck through of random stuff. On Saturday, we will be doing Wildcard is Bored, where I'll get some mates together to play some board games and stuff. And speaking of content, I actually did make a video for this week's Fortnite Festival season premiere. So yeah, remember when I used to make those Fortnite Festival videos where I looked at the new tracks that came on? Well, apparently they let me do one more for the beginning of Season 8 with the Sabrina Carpenter songs. And you can go see it shortly because I am making it public right now. And until next time, thank you all for watching. The VOD, I will get that shortly. But the Fortnite stuff is up now. But anyway, thank you for watching. And big thanks to my paid channel members. Roundabount132, 7020, Wayfinder 39. And I will check you guys later. Where's this camera? Where's the end screen button? I will check you guys later. Peace.